Yeah, well, growing up, because my dad is adopted into a family, although he's Jamaican European, and my mum is European, and they both come out as teenagers to New Zealand. They both sort of were removed from their own cultural context. So when they got married and made a family, and we came on the scene, there were aspects of culture like belief system or religion or certain things that we done as a family, but there wasn't something that we could say, hey, I do this, and this is who I am, and this is what I do. And yeah. I was asked if I wanted to be in the Māori class, and my parents thought that was cool because everyone in our neighbourhood was pretty much Māori, or at least it would be good for me to understand things about Māori culture because I don't have a second language or anything like that. Yeah, I was the only white kid in there, and although I identified with Māori culture and Te Ao Māori and stuff like that, wasn't that's not who I am as a person. But yeah, on the flip side, I'm Jamaican European, but I don't know anything about that. My Māori friends would know more Bob Marley lyrics than me, so I have nothing to boast about or whatever. So yeah, when hip hop came at me, it made perfect sense. Definitely filled in a void, eh? It definitely filled in some sort of gap that I don't know what was supposed to go. We got into hip hop about the same time that the internet was just being spread around the earth, so it took a few years for it to become mainstream in schools and things like that. So we had no one to teach us apart from the people around us, which I think is a better environment than any, because you're provoked to do what you think is right, and often intuition takes over. So it's sort of a good thing. The main belief in our family is Christianity. Growing up in church, you get read the Bible so much. However, you can fall in love with certain scriptures that I took to the scriptures that talked about good character and just some of the freaky experiences, the ecstatic and prophetic experiences in the Bible. So just being the proper white boy that I am, started collecting later on in life, collecting translations, and these books are important because they speak about aiming for new heights, setting yourself up for a good life. Identity and individualism are huge parts of growing up, but not only growing up, but grown up people are also struggling with identity. It's all part of the same puzzle. It's all about finding out about who you are, what makes you as a person, so you can then express yourself fully in the present and look to the future and manifest your way of doing you. I think making something out of nothing has to be taught to you, or the conditions around you provoke you to adopt that way of thinking. Whether you're poor or rich, doesn't matter. You can still maximize who you are in your mind space. Hip hop has an unwritten and informal code that gets passed down from one generation to the next. So when you start learning hip hop carries with it a bag of tools that can be used for good or bad. I think hip hop is a culture for the cultureless because there are transformative qualities within the hip hop lifestyle that can really transform you internally from the inside out. I think it can help you look at the world in a fresh way, because some of the main core values of hip hop, like create something from nothing, or look fresh no matter what, or apply your hustle every day, those things can help you in all sorts of parts of life. Like making something from nothing is probably the biggest part of hip hop that helped me out. The classroom floor is not just a place to walk on, it's somewhere to dance, or this person over here is not just someone to talk to, it's someone to connect or maybe talk about music with. It just brings you in. It's all about performance, expression, receiving, giving. It's an interesting culture. It's pretty interesting, yeah. I don't think there's anything else, eh? Sure.